Welcome everyone from wherever you're watching us. This is KU TV. My name is Priscilla Gitonga, and this is Heart Matters. Now, this is a show that seeks to demystify all about love, sex, dating, relationships, and everything else in between. We have very important guests today. We have our relationship expert, we have our parents, we have our studio audience, and of course we have you, our viewer at home. Welcome to the show. Today's topic is on dating. Do we even know what dating is all about? Can anyone even help us understand what dating is all about? Our hashtag for today is Mommy, Daddy, I am dating. Our social media handles are on Facebook, Heart Matters. On Twitter, it's HeartMatters_matters. For those who are watching us from home, you can be part of this show through your contribution on the social media handles showing on your screen. Now, on the show today, with me here right now, I have very important guests, my parent figures. Silas Kirinya, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Jack Bed, Minor, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Now, dating means different things to different people. Well, we went out on the street and we actually had some opinions on what dating is all about.
I think dating is when two people become interested in a relationship with each other.
A boy meeting a girl and then ending up being together, like at times forever.
I think dating means when you meet somebody and you feel something mutual about you too, you can start dating.
Dating ni ile hali ya wase, boy na girl, kukua kwa relationship in some period for an agreed period, wakiwa wameelewana kwa ajili ya jambo fulani mwaso romance.
Okay, romance.
Yeah.
So what's romance?
It is an intimate relationship between two people or two parties.
It's not necessarily you are in a relationship. Okay. Trying to work out the character of that person. So you can take one a cup of tea and maybe you can take another one another day. You can take another one another day. Not necessarily in a relationship, just a cup of tea so that you can know the character. Later on, you can get into a relationship. So dating is necessarily, it's something open.
What does it mean to you as parents? Jack Bed, what is dating?
Dating to me means meeting when a young girl and a young man meet to get to know each other with the hope of establishing a relationship.
Was that your understanding of dating when you first dated?
No.
What was your meaning when you first dated?
When we first dated, I was in high school. And at that time, I wasn't ready for a boyfriend. So whenever any boy wrote an application letter to me, because they used to write love application letters then, there was no Twitter, there was no Facebook, and there was no WhatsApp, I used to respond to the negative. And every time I met a boy, I would always shy off.
So what was dating to you then? Evil thing or a good thing?
I didn't understand it very well, but I sought my parents' opinion. And my parents were very, very strict, and they didn't want us to date.
Silas, what does dating mean to you?
Dating basically is the time that a young man and a young lady spend together, probably with some activities, with an intention of knowing each other so that they can establish a lasting relationship, probably getting to marriage. Yeah.
Is that the meaning you had when you first dated?
Yes, because I believe I belong to this generation. Dating to me was, I had to spend a lot of time with who is currently my wife now, so that I can get to know each other, to know her particularly, know whether this is really the right person for me or probably she's not. Yeah.
To you, the youth, what does dating mean to you? I want to hear from our studio audience.
I'm Esbon, and what I perceive dating is, I perceive it as an affair, having an affair with a person of the opposite sex, in which you get to interact and know more about the person. That's my perception.
What kind of an affair? How do you define an affair? Are you having a sexual relationship, or is your relationship with your lecturer an affair?
Okay.
Because she's of the opposite sex, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It can be an affair, but dating, to me, is having an affair with a person of the opposite sex and of an age which is nearly yours, where you get to interact more, get to do things together, you spend time together, and you get to know more about that other person. Yeah.
What do the girls think? What is dating? What does it mean to you?
Okay, I'm Rispa. According to me, dating is keeping closely with someone, let's say an opposite sex. Okay, let's say we are in like this place, we are in a group, but there's someone you feel that there's something special. So you want to stay with that person to know something about him, and maybe you may end up together.
Is there a possibility that you could actually be dating and you don't even know? Kirinya, how do I know that I'm dating? What are the telltale signs that I'm dating?
First of all, I think it's important to know what really you want. Like, do you want to get into a serious relationship? Do you want to get into marriage? And then from there, if I'm going out with a girl, I need to know what I want from that girl. Yes, so that if we relate with her for some time, probably I can now tell this is the right one. Or maybe she's not the one, so I look for another one. I begin another process until I reach a point where I feel this is the right one. Again, I feel that sometimes you get people who have qualities that really you are looking for, but maybe you are not even aware of it. And you go along, you kind of relate, you engage into some activities, and then in the process, you're like, yes, you're dating, but you're not very sure about it. But it reaches a point where you feel that, yes, from here now I want to take it from another level, from this level to another, whereby now I can actually begin dating. You are friends, yes. And then you reach a point where you feel this is the right person, and I think I can begin a serious relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can actually tell that you're actually dating.
It's possible.
So one of it would be knowing the person, getting attracted to the person. I wonder whether Mom has the same feeling.
Yes.
Is it possible for you to date without knowing that you're in a date?
Yeah, because dating actually starts with attraction. You get attracted to someone of the opposite sex, and you plan to meet them. You may initially meet them in a group and observe them from a distance, but eventually you single them out and start meeting alone. That is the time you actually start dating. So when you meet alone, you get to know this person better. You get to know what they do, what their personality is, their attitude, and their behavior. The first time I dated was when I was in college at the age of 23.
And you were very sure you were dating at that time?
I was very sure I was dating, because before that, I didn't have any relationship with anyone, and I didn't want to be seen by any boy, because at that time, if I was seen by a boy, I would have been considered to be a very loose girl.
So what are the things that made you so sure that you're dating at that point, at that age, being your first one?
At the age of 23, I had seen enough young men around me, because in high school they followed me, in college they followed me. But I thank God for my parents, because my mom and dad were very strong Christians. And they used to pray an open prayer for us, girls in the family. And dad used to pray that when the right time comes, it is his prayer that God will reveal to us the right men to date and the right men to marry. And it was a prayer that we were taught to recite in mother tongue. And we used to recite it with my sisters and my brothers.
So what did this man have that made you know he's the one?
I was born again when I was a girl, and I was very active in the youth church. He was also very active in the youth church, and we were in the same youth choir. So I developed attraction to this young man, and I didn't know he was also getting attracted to me over time, because we were in the choir for about 1 year before he mentioned to me that he actually wanted to have a relationship with me.
Same interests, same circles. Then you realized
Yes.
actually, is that he's your husband up to today?
Even today, he's still born again. He's actually a pastor.
All right.
Yes.
Dad, when was the first time you actually dated? How old were you?
At the point that I came to know that I am dating, I was 25.
25. You had not dated before then.
Yes, I had not dated, but I had identified this person already, and I had seen that this is the right person for me.
For you.
But I did not begin anything like I really want to date.
So what made you so sure that you are dating and that's the right person? What were the signs that you're actually dating?
Yeah, what happened is that we became good friends for 3 years, really good friends. No intention of marrying. We were just good friends. And then at some point I came to realize that I really want to marry. And when I considered so many other girls that I had met in my life, I realized that this is the right one, and so I began to the actual dating now, so that I would tell really whether what I was seeing was the real thing.
You mentioned meeting many other girls in your life, and until you met this one, you knew she was the one.
Yes.
But what were the other girls to you? Were they not dates or were they friends?
I would say it was just an encounter with them. We just relate, talk, maybe play together, and all that. But I wouldn't say actually that.
You dated them?
Yes, I dated them.
There you have it. So how old do I need to be to start dating? At 23, at 25, how old do I need to be to know that I'm dating, or even to start dating? I want to hear this from our studio audience. How old do one have to be to start dating?
I think there is no right age, but that moment when you feel you're comfortable and you've met that person who you feel you're comfortable to be with, you have the same likes, and you have this emotional attachment, I would say that is the right time to start dating.
But when have you dated? Have you been dating? Are you dating actually?
Yes, I am.
How many guys have you dated so far?
One.
All right. So how old are you?
Myself.
Sorry, the girls don't like saying their age, but for this you need to do that.
I'm 21.
21?
Yes.
All right, she's 21. And how old is the guy?
25.
25. 21. 23, 25. Guys, how old do I have to be to start dating? Yes. Are you dating?
Yes, I'm dating.
How many girls have you dated before today?
2.
Okay. So how old were you when you first dated?
When I was 18.
18?
Yes.
And now you are?
22.
Okay, so how old does one have to be?
Just from 18, when you get an ID, you start dating.
You start dating when you become an adult. Okay. Guys, do you agree? The guys in this audience, do you agree that you have to be an adult legally to start dating? What do you think? Let me hear that one first. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I think dating begins when one is ready to get married.
Are you dating?
I don't think.
You don't think you're dating?
Yeah, according to my definition of dating, I don't think I'm dating because I might be in a relationship with another girl, yeah? But I'm not sure if I'm going to marry her, and I'm not sure if she's willing to marry me. At this age, I'm not ready to marry. So I don't think I'm dating according to my definition of dating.
You want to date to marry?
Yeah, according to my definition.
Okay, so is there a right age?
Okay, I think for guys, once you hit 25,
you can date.
Yeah, you can date. And for ladies, 21, that's a good age.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our experts among you, and I want him to tell us, is there the right age to actually start dating? We'll interrogate this more after the break.